Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to take another piece out of the Secrets of the Jedi book, or as you formerly know, the series that I call Luke's Point of View. This one's going to be short and sweet. It's a little bit interesting, I find, because it talks about Luke and his point of view of not just Vader and not just Anakin, but Anakin within Vader and what really kept him to pursue this belief that he could bring his father outside of the darkness that is Vader. This really makes me think of that scene in Return of the Jedi, so this is what I think Luke is really talking back towards or reminiscing, which is that scene when Vader just captures Luke and he's about to bring him aboard the second Death Star to the Emperor. So there's two parts to this, and I'm going to read the first, but the second part is really the one that we want. It's called Balance to the Force, and I'll announce it when we get to it, so here we go. A hard lesson. I rushed off to play hero, believing myself ready to face Darth Vader on my own. That was the day I learned Vader was my father, and it was the day I lost my hand, as well as my lightsaber, in battle against him on Bespin. I was lucky I didn't pay for my hubris with my life. Though the wounds ran deep, I soon learned that lightsabers and even hands could be rebuilt. As it turned out, so could Death Stars, and as the Empire prepared to use their new battle station to eliminate the Rebel Alliance once and for all, I found myself contemplating the journey my father had taken to the dark side. Balance to the Force. So this is the one we really want to focus on. And before that, I find that pretty interesting as well, because it talks a lot about how Luke basically cut his training short, and he knew that he did that. And point blank says that he was lucky that he didn't die for his own arrogance, for his own hubris, which is the main reason that Darth Maul lost to Obi-Wan in The Phantom Menace. It was his arrogance and his cockiness that made him believe he could win if he just toyed with his prey, or, it just wasn't going to be a big deal. But of course, that turned into his death. And with Luke, his father was merely toying with him as well. No matter how far my father had fallen, I sensed that his turn to the dark side was not absolute. I knew Anakin Skywalker had followed his heart to a fault during his days as a Jedi. Our ultimate victory would rely on my belief that the same heart was still beating somewhere inside Darth Vader's armor. The Emperor tried to sway me to his side, and when that didn't work, he tried to kill me. But at that moment, my father turned against his own master to protect his son. His final act was to hurl the Emperor to his death, not only redeeming himself, but also, finally, restoring balance to the Force as the prophecy had foretold. Now, the main thing you can probably guess that I really like about this is that Luke confirms that Anakin was the chosen one and that he did fulfill the prophecy as was foretold. What I really like about this as well is that it shows just how much hope Luke has. And it shows that no matter what, no matter how evil Vader was, killing children, Order 66, everything that he did, Luke could feel the rage and anger within him and yet still chose to believe that there was a little bit of Anakin breathing inside of him. He says that our ultimate victory would rely on my belief that the same heart was still beating somewhere inside Darth Vader's armor. And it also goes to mention that Luke knows that Anakin followed his heart to a fault during his days as a Jedi. So it even kind of emphasizes the fact that Anakin wasn't really all that. He did evil things, but he wasn't evil to the core. He was merely following his heart, and sometimes we just follow the wrong path. But at the end of the day, he followed that same heart to the right path and saved his son, fulfilling the prophecy as the chosen one. Hope you enjoyed this canon video. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.